What is a neural network, and what do they do? Inspired by neurons in the brain, a neuron receives some input, and it fires if the inputs are active enough. The simplest neural network is just one single neuron, also called a perceptron, and let's use this to build a really simple email spam detector. When we get an email, we're just going to count the number of times each word occurs. These counts will be the input to our neuron. And for each input, for each word, we have a weight associated with it. And the weight will be multiplied by the counts. So if we saw the word warning 3 times, and the weight was 5, then the input to our neuron for the word warning will be 3 times 5, which is 15. And words like the, it, at, for, don't really help us in deciding if an email is spam or not. So we can set those weights to 0. Or even better, we don't even bother counting them in the first place. I get a lot of spam that says final notice or final warning. So I'm going to set weights for final, notice and warning, all as 5. Weights can also be negative. I think that emails containing the words meeting and office are likely not to be spam. So I'm going to set weights for those words to -10. And one final thing, each neuron has a threshold. If we add all these weighted inputs up, and that number is above the threshold, then the neuron fires. In our case, we say it's spam. If it's below the threshold, the neuron doesn't fire, and we say the email is not spam. I'm going to set our threshold to 1. Now a new email comes in. It might say, final notice, or your photos will be deleted. Pay your bill now. We count the number of times each word occurs and put that into our neuron by multiplying all those counts by the weights. Remember, most weights are 0. The sum of those weighted inputs is 10. 10 is bigger than our threshold 1, so our neuron fires and we say that this email is spam. Let's try another email. Warning, the meeting has moved from the boardroom to your office. So the same thing, counts get multiplied by weights, and this time adding up we get -15. That's lower than our threshold of 1, so the email is not spam. Of course, this neuron is really basic, and we can think of many genuine emails that would be classified as spam and vice versa, but hopefully you get the general idea. In practice, an AI would learn the weights. It would be given many examples of emails that are spam and not spam, and it would learn the weights and the threshold, such that the neuron was the most accurate spam detector it could build. See part 2 for how neurons are linked together to form a neural network.